Give the older guys what? What would you like
Make
happening?
sure they have their paperwork and get their places to live without waiting for 2 years, and get places to live properly, and get the younger guys jobs, and you got half the problem.
Okay, so the
road.
Salvation Army is trying to get this going. Would you be a part of it? Because it started today or so. Would
no,
you please?
no.
Why not?
Not right now. The Salvation Army is not trustworthy.
Oh, so you're gonna wait till they get your
I'll
trust?
do the second batch or whatever, because they're
Oh,
forced.
you're all watching this.
They're
I see what you're
forced
saying.
into it by the city. The Salvation Army does not go over backwards to help us.
Well, it's changing
They're
a lot.
getting-
Just this
no,
last year, there's been a
because they're
lot
getting-
of changes.
they're
He's got all
getting-
the vets already. I don't know.
I
There's any.
know, but they're getting
That's
a
good.
kick now from the government, the money-wise. Okay, otherwise the Salvation Army has had 90 cots for 2 years, donated by the Red Cross. I was there when it was donated
This was when?
2 years ago.
Okay, I'm
and
talking
they
about
like-
now, how the things
now,
are changing.
All of a sudden, there's 46. Okay, what's 46? There's what, 75?
I know, but the
sometimes.
idea is it's a program. People get in, get out, and as one is available, another one goes
No,
in. It's a working program, a working line.
It is not yet. They are forced
Oh, I
by
know.
the city.
Oh, I know, but as it gets going, you're going to keep your eyes open about it and not think
Well,
so
of
negative as
course.
before?
No, Liam and Chris always, they're the two I trust and I talk to. And they want to push me in. I said, I'll do the second batch.
I want you in too because I worried sick about you when you went to the hospital. I thought for sure you wouldn't live, and you had me bawling my eyes out. And I'm so glad you went.
I know, it kicked me in the butt bad. I still take it 5-6 pills every morning. Yep.
Well, I'm so glad you did go and everything.
Yeah, I know.
You're back to yourself, the typical.
Getting there.
Well, you get okay. Just, you're one of the friends.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm
well,
ornery and bullheaded too.
Yep, that's for sure. We'll cut at that.
We have hot soups. We have hot. I mean, because the mom and pops and the real people are really caring and really realize that how much percentage of people are one paycheck away from being homeless and have no clue what it's about being homeless.
Okay, tell me again how this all started from the change, etc., and why, what you were telling me earlier. Please, let's tell everybody.
What?
About how when you're staying before you had to hide, and then you all started because they closed the park.
Well, yeah. I mean, we all had our little spots to hide and everything, and we were number one criminals with the police department, and we were being harassed continuously every which way but loose. So then they started closing the parks, and so we had to go somewhere. Then the ACLU got involved, which finally gave our rights back, so the police had to back off on their heavy-handed, but with all the parks and every other corner being closed, we're stuck here on Front Street on county land. And the county gave the city $4 million to deal with us a long time ago, and they haven't done anything with it. And they're telling the city, what are you doing with the $4 million? Here we are. I mean, and we're sitting here right in Front Street now. Mom and Pop can see us every morning. There's no hiding us now, And now they got to do something. Now they have to come up to the plate and do something.
Do you feel things are getting done? I mean,
yes.
One way or the other, good or bad?
It's slow right now, but I mean, you got Bike Week coming up, you got the Race Week coming up. They're not gonna, come on, that's big money.
Yeah.
So
I think it'll be,
Oh, it'll be better. I mean, we'll see. I'm not I'm an old guy. I've seen a lot of promises. But one step at a time. At least we exist and we're in the front now, and people know that the homeless are just a bunch of human beings just like any other organization.
Yes.
No different than any other group of people. We're not, you don't have to walk on the other side of the street. We don't bite, And we're really allowed to be fed now instead of getting fined for $350 for feeding us.
Yeah.
Which is retarded. I mean, so things are changing, but we had to have battles that we couldn't afford, and they knew it. And all of a sudden, some people stood up and got the ACLU and everything else involved, and bingo. Now we're being recognized as human beings, which we are. We're just human beings that things happen. You know, I'm an old guy trying to get my check and get housing. I don't want to be put on a list for 2 years waiting for housing that's there already. You know, and then the young ones, they need jobs. Instead of sitting around here by the time they get through drinking and drugging, you know, give them jobs.
I was told they're going to have more programs, stuff like that is happening too, to help people get their lives.
Right. Now
Yeah,
that
so this
we're
is
in
a
the
lot
front,
better.
now we're in the front page. Yeah, they got to.
So do you think Daytona might end up being the best place for people to take
Well,
examples?
let's not go that far quick. That's going too quick. That's going way too quick.
Okay.
One step at a time.
Yes.
They're forced this time. They would still rather have it that we're hidden, that we don't exist. But we do exist, and they can't deny it. We still get our ones driving by going, get a job, bunch of bums, da, 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 and all that. Yeah. You still get all that nonsense. Well, basically, it's coming around.
That's really good.
People
I'm
see
glad.
us now, that we are human beings.
I'm so glad that's happening.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Okay, now stop with that.